Hello everyone, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War One. Turn number 3 of our play by email, but first let's see what Legit's reaction was to our turn, and let's see if our pushes in the south can continue this turn, as we tried to break through, not historically accurate in our approach here, but it didn't work out in history, and we have to change that, so let's see if our approach might work out better, or possibly worse, as Legit is moving on quite a lot of forces forward around Verdun. We are getting good amount of reinforcements down here, relatively far in the south, and even 2 more really deep in the south in Hagan. And then 1 aircraft, 1 recon bomber in the north. Okay. So, units entrenching around Epinal. That was to be expected. These are vulnerable. That's good for us. That's really good for us. We can't quite move in with another unit though. But let's focus first on to the north. With the heavy artillery, we for sure want to upgrade and upgrade it before we move it forward. It won't arrive at Liège anyways, and it's then gonna be more helpful for Norm or the other, or Antwerp maybe even, to break through there. We now need to break Liège, and that's what we're gonna attempt here now. One attack at a time. They will be costly. They will be costly, as we can move these guys back, and now we start to do damage. Yeah, we move these forward. This will be also pretty annoying, but now we start to hit them well. And you can move here, you can move up, you can move here, and you can move all the way there. Okay, we move you over, we move you in, deal some damage. Hey, you can even move back. So yeah, Liège will fall this turn. Guess with our veteran unit that I kinda don't wanna lose there. And now we can move through it, can cut off these guys. They are 10 supply, so at the moment attacking them is super costly. But now we have surrounded them, so they will lose supply each turn now. And we don't quite need to move in there. As you can see, there's a connection here up north, so supply will arrive here anyways once we took Liège. This is the next step to Namur, but for the supply line, taking Liège was important, and now we can get supply up here even without this. So the fortress needs to fall, but we don't need to waste our manpower there, especially not our veteran units, to break that, whilst we can move on further. Like, these little dots here mean that these units have veterans, and they are way more efficient than other units due to that. We also will move our headquarters further forward, the other one joining there, and then we will see what we can do over here. Move through this terrain. Yes, we don't quite know what's around Sedan. Okay, there are units now in Sedan. That is a weird spot to entrench for our opponent. Yes, our cavalry moving around here. We can move in here, but that doesn't achieve much. It might be better to just entrench here for now and use that position across the river to at least stop the French from cutting us off in the north, whilst we bring in more units around here. Our cavalry forces moving around here with this one. I wonder if we could just move forward. This would be the classical go-to, and then move up there. But if we would move... Waypoint. We would move like this. Okay, yeah, there are units in here. So it was a good move that we didn't do that. As we move deeper into enemy territory. You are still in control of many of those units in the north as well. I think we want to get you to Long V. You for sure go into mess. And then we're already somewhat up to the south with our actions. This here in front of Verdun can't really be efficient just yet. We might want to entrench here already. Yes, I think that's the go-to move. Entrenching here. For now. As attacks here are all rather inefficient. We need to keep the French in place here, but we also have to be worried that the French forces here are strong enough to counterattack if we aren't careful. So just mindlessly attacking here won't be efficient. We didn't quite cut these guys off from supply yet, which is annoying. We can attack them pretty efficiently though. But our push here takes longer than hoped. As he was also able to get them back up to 10 strength. Oh, please. Oh, wow. We didn't do any damage there. That's kind of painful. Yeah, you can move in here. Okay. Ooh, we took the city. That is super important. That is our way through here. So, yeah, getting that done is really kind of key. Ah, okay. Units around there as well. It's somewhat frustrating. There's more forces. There are more forces down here than I hoped there would be. If we could take Epinal, that would obviously be super helpful. But that won't be easy. We have for sure, like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units here against 7. So we have the numerical advantage. But it won't be easy to break that. I think we want to move this cavalry corps around here. You keep on moving forward. Keep staying in touch with the rest of the formation. Keep them under command. We don't get any units back here. As I said, the encirclement here is fine as is. You can move one further forward. We get a couple of MPPs out of these terrains as well, but it's not really the big differentiator. Those factories back here are. I don't know if there's any in the south of France. No. Like the French factories are here, and then Paris, the zones here are worthwhile quite a bit. The major towns, I guess. So there you can take a bit away, but Tours, for example, and Verdun are all small towns. So taking them, Nancy is the only major city here where they actually lose quite a bit of income. But that part is not really part of this scenario. Like, outside of the Belgians, where you can really cripple their economy if you get up here relatively quick. For the rest, it's the points are not as important as the maneuvers that you do. So yes, we're gonna buy 2 more divisions that will come around in August, in late August. Could get a detachment as well, but I don't think we want to do that. Detachment's not so helpful on the offensive here, and we, in this scenario, don't stay on the defense for too much. Like, here we are a bit on defense now, because we're outnumbered here at the moment, but it's not like we will just have to fill the gaps here with detachments. This is risky, so is this. I kind of want to take this one. Don't know, the enemies could rotate through here. I want to deal damage. Oh no, that was bad. 3-3 is not what we want, especially now that this is down to 7. I might even have to consider retreating it now. I shouldn't have taken that fight. Over here, we still have attacks left. Move one closer, entrench over here in front of Epinal. Yeah, but taking Busan is important. We now need to reinforce this place and get these back up to strength, and then try to go for Belfort. As if we can open this gap in the south, as I said, that's the big plan. Making these units here either have to pivot to the south and like making it a bit of a headache to how much does he reinforce in the north, how does he create a big front line. Like, we outnumber the opponent in the amount of units, even if you add it up. So the longer the front line, the more space for us to break through. And long, like if we have a look, like a straight line is nice. If we can edge it, the longer the front line will be compared to this. But if we can make it like a bow, that would obviously be even more front line. So curving it down here and then also curving it up here would be the perfect scenario for us to create room for maneuver, as this is our way to victory. Like, his advantage is that he can entrench in positions, and we have to, and we can't efficiently fight those entrenched positions. So we have to force our opponent to maneuver. If Legit can just sit here, that's not gonna happen. Like, we're not gonna break this part of the map unless we force half of this to move away. Like, this is France's absolute strong point. Verdun with a direct assault is kind of hopeless. But we need to bind as many units as possible here. So we need to still keep strength up here. Also, if we get too weak, he could easily push towards Metz, which would also be a bit of a disaster. Oh, these guys haven't entrenched. That's what we're gonna do now then. And you can still entrench as well. It doesn't cost you anything, so might as well do it. Same with the cavalry here. Not too happy with the cavalry there. Maybe would have rather have that in the south right now. Like, moving around Epinal won't be easy, but if we could enclose that, or the south, that would be really helpful. So this is the perfect terrain here for cavalry. And our cavalry detachments here should force him to keep an eye on all his cities, otherwise they might fall to one of our cavalry raids, which would be quite annoying for them. Cutting off resupply, for example. If we take this town next time, Sedan would be cut off from supplies, and then Sedan falls easier to our infantry. Like, those are my thought processes right now. And yeah, this we're not gonna attack head on. We can wait for a bit. Not much, but we can wait for a bit to let the supplies run out and then fight it when it's easier to beat. And Liege we couldn't take that time. We needed to take it somewhat head on. But it still went somewhat well here. For now. So, yeah, with that, we're gonna end the turn. Let's see if anything special happens. Yeah, we lower the Belgian morale. Artillery from this hits us. As all the fortresses in this have a bit of artillery simulated as well, but that's not too terrifying. And with that, turn is over. So see you all next time. Bye bye, and have a great day.